Hi there again. I'm talking about another product in this video about the return to sender oil. I've had a situation with this oil. I didn't have a label on it at one point, and I do. It's only just a sticky label, and I was wondering what the heck is that in the bottle. And suddenly I confide in Belinda, and she tells me that it is the return to sender. And she knows what's in a product, she knows what's in an oil, she knows what particular oils pertain to what. I am going to just flip the camera so you can see the actual example of our herbs. That's just a small portion in our shop of the herbs that we have. But just imagine in the return to sender, we've got some of these herbs from the jars that might have gone into this bottle, this one. And in the bottle, it works with returning whatever feeling we have to the actual, well, whatever we're actually going through, we're returning it back. We're sending it back to the person. Now, in my personal opinion and view, I only know that it works strongly and intensely because I've had two people that have purchased the bottle, the small bottle of oil over the period of a fortnight, 2 weeks, and they have said to me that there's been major problems come back as it's been anointed and used on a particular candle, or spell work has been used to return whatever they've had thrown at them back to the source, the person who's sending it, and they've had dramatic results. Now, I don't need to have the word of mouth gets around, but I don't need to have a testimonial online to let you guys know that Belinda's work actually really truly works, and it does. I might say that because I'm a husband, but I'm actually saying it because I've witnessed it actually by oath. I'm going to say now by oath that the truth of the matter is that her work really does come into effect. It is so effective that people have come back to us, about 6 people in our Etsy shop, and in our emails, that's 12 people, telling us that the person that they've sent it back to, who they know to be the source of all the problems that happened to them, has had their life turned upside down, or whatever they wanted to happen to our clients, it's happening now to them. It truly is something that we don't mess about with, really. When we don't know what we're doing with this type of product, then we are going to worry. It really could. Imagine if you're in a situation where you're having something thrown at you, hex-wise or curse, something like that, and you purchase this thinking that you'll do it yourself. You'll purchase this product and you're in that situation. You're not asking us to anoint a candle with it, you just want to buy the oil. Or you don't want us to do spell work, you just want to buy the oil. So they do the return to sender themselves, not knowing the complications and the repercussions, actually bouncing it back double, threefold the problems that they're already going through, because they don't know method and technique in the way that they should, or they don't look and educate themselves on how we would do a return to sender candle, or how we would do a return to sender ritual, or make a return to sender sigil for the target. And it's really given me a headache thinking about it, actually. I might be protected, I might be strong in my own spirit, and I might have the protection around me, but truly and most terribly, in this whole energy thing with spiritualism, or in our spirituality of doing this type of work, the energy still gets to us. We still feel it. It may not consume us, but we feel that residual energy, or we feel the negative that people are walking and spreading around our aura. We must put up our protection. Even with holding this oil or purchasing it, we must buy something else, like a protection salt, or the Black Witch's protection mist is a must. If you haven't got it and you're purchasing this, you should be ordering that all the time. You run out of it, you order it again. All of the protection things that we have, we must think clearly and logically what we're going to do to protect ourselves at the beginning before we use it, and then protect ourselves at the end and cleanse ourselves after we've used it. So I could only thank Belinda for all of the knowledge she's given me. It's completely embedded in me all along. I just had to bring it out of myself. I had to let people know that I am truly passionate about all the elements such as earth, air, fire, water and the spirit, and passionate about earth. We must take care of our earth, but we also must be sensible about what we say, what we hear. We need to observe. Our eyes need to observe and not judge wrongly. And if we judge wrongly, we've got to learn the lesson, the consequences and repercussions of things. Now, we can't retaliate when we're a victim of somebody sending us this horrible energy that has been glued to us for a long time. But what we can do is work with positive intention and believe in our own self, and know and believe in the caster that this return to sender truly is effective. If I'm getting 6 comments on Etsy and then 6 comments on email, letting me know that it really does work because we use this oil on a candle, or they know how to cast and they have the knowledge and they know how to protect themselves, and they know the repercussions if you don't know what you're doing, and then there might be a spellcaster themselves and they order this and it really does work. It's because they used it with their intention and knowledge, and this is sacred enough to work to effectively get you what you want. So, any questions about this particular oil, you're going to contact Belinda, or you can message Etsy and I'm going to answer through Belinda, because she doesn't really have the time to message on the Etsy. I am pretty much managing it. And nothing stays the same. Perhaps I'll get somebody else to manage it for us, and then I can work on learning more about the spell work with Belinda and getting away with getting ahead, forward, planning ahead, and doing more with our business, EnchantedBellewitch. So, return to sender oil. Please do ask what you've got on your head, a question to Belinda. If you're not sure, proceed with caution again, like the snake transformation, or if you don't know what you're doing with it, even with just down to, I don't know, a harmless thing like money powder, it's still black magic. You're still conjuring it in, but you've got to know what you're doing. Protect yourself. You're conjuring something in, you don't know what's going to be invited in. It could be negative and you don't even know it. So return to sender oil, already on the shop, but if you need to purchase something like this and you have a good idea but you want to ask questions, we're here to help.